Um, okay, so today's process is going to be around abundance. Um, and what I usually do is when I do it, just focusing on one aspect, and to go into more detail, is to give more insight in terms of what abundance means to me. So, and then we go through a process. So the process is that after we've finished the talk, I will bring in the energies, and then I'll ask you to place your hands in certain places on your body. So the energy is going to be within your quantum field, and you're going to use the energy to then empower yourself. If that makes sense. So so this will be done. You can do it standing up, sitting down. It's up to you. In terms of where you place the hands, I usually find it better doing it standing up personally. But some people do it, sitting down, etc. So it's going to be quite an interactive session once we get the process going. Okay, so and also when you do the replays, when I'm asking certain questions to myself, you can press pause and then think about what it means to you. So you can kind of reflect what I say now, and then you can go back and kind of replay it, press pause when the question comes, and then really think about it, how it applies to you from your own kind of self-reflection and your own journey. That makes sense. Okay, so abundance, prosperity, business success, money. Right. So when I was first thinking about abundance, the first thing that came to my mind was money. Essentially, was this looking at my bank balance, looking at everything else. The reflection of my abundance felt like it was my money. So I went through a process of really thinking about what money was and my relationship with money. So I started going back into my childhood and I was asking, well, what did I remember from growing up through my parents, and their conditioning towards, their view of money? So kind of went back and I was like going into that space and opening up those fields, those memory fields. And a couple of things came up from those realizations. So my mother came from quite a kind of scarcity background. So when she was I think about, I don't know, quite young, her father passed away. So that was a sole breadwinner for the family. And so the mother took over. And obviously, from that perspective, there was a lot of scarcity, um, a lot of lack. Um, and my mother had a lot of things which triggered her with scarcity and lack. And a lot of that came to certain types of foods and certain types of behaviors that she has. And so just imagine me growing up within her womb and absorbing all of that within my body and my cells, etc. So I don't think I had a very healthy relationship with money, or my view of money wasn't great. And then I was looking at my father and his relationship with money. So my father was very diligent in terms of, he used to have a notebook, and everything he had money coming in from his kind of salary, and then everything that went out, he had this notebook and he will note down every single thing that went out. And he was so diligent with that. And and he will like kind of balance the money, balance his books, etc. And there was always a sense, from my father that you know um, you had to be educated, you had to get a good education, a decent education. And he will always say things to me like, if you don't study, you're going to end up being a road sweeper, or those type of kind of comments and stuff like that. And even from that age, there was this kind of tightness around this flow of money. Um, and I used to always remember my father kind of saying things like, money doesn't grow on trees. It was, it's something that needs to be kind of respected. Um, and, there was a lot of things associated with money as well, which was like status, owning a car, etc. So there's a lot of things that were there which were being associated with money and being conditioned within me. And then the next point in my life was when my brother passed away. And so when he passed away, we were going to see an investment property in Lyme Regis at the time. And it was on that day that my brother passed away. So I was 27, he was 29. So there was almost like something that was created within me, which was like, this feeling that money was bad and it was kind of may have been responsible for my brother passing away. And I really couldn't hold on to money after that process. So it was almost like, money would come in, money would go out. And even if I had too much money, I would want to give it away, because I felt something around it, which was like kind of, I don't know, just kind of brought back these memories of, you know, financial insecurity, linked to my brother passing away and all this stuff. So I'm forming all these relationships and all these things around money. And then I went through an exercise where I kind of took a step back and went back to the root of what these causes were. And the relationship with money came down to two things: me feeling unworthy and me having this fear of failure. And they were the two critical root feelings around money, and money not being in my life, or money not being able for me to hold it and grow it, etc. So then I went into those feelings of unworthiness, fear as well. And I started like kind of looking at it from a different perspective. So the questions I started asking myself was, what is actually money? You know, you know. So when I was looking at that question, and money is a piece of paper that's created by a bank, and that it's used to exchange. So if I provide a service or a product which someone else needs or values, in exchange, I get money for that. Everything else is just a story. And these are stories which have conditioned me and kind of, been quite impactful in terms of my journey. So then I came back to the actual, what is money? Is money energy and exchange of energy and all this stuff? Actually, the conclusions I came down to, it's a man-made concept, right? Because it only exists within this world, and it's only designed as an exchange of a product or service that someone gives me or I give them, that is of value and of need. And I started releasing all of this things associated with money, and I was releasing them and letting them go. And then I asked the questions, okay, so if money is a man-made concept, right, doesn't exist anywhere else but within the minds of man, of what we've created here, then what is my true source of wealth? And it kind of is summarized in abundance. So I'm saying, so what is abundance? What does abundance mean to me? So I'm going beyond my physical, my mind, etc. And I'm connecting into my source, my spirit. And I'm asking the question at that level. And the answer that's coming back through me is that the abundance is my nature. I just need to remember who I truly am. And abundance is just part of who I am from a spiritual perspective. So I'm tuning more into it and I'm feeling in to what abundance is and what the frequency is. And I go into a state of awareness. And it's almost like acknowledging that I come from a source which is infinite. I'm part of an infinite source. And that source is also infinitely abundant too. It's just a frequency that I need to remember. And that to me was a point of like massive realization. So money is just a byproduct of abundance. It's nothing at all to do with anything else. So if I'm attuned and I'm aligned to abundance as a frequency, then everything that I need will always be flowing to me. And another thing that I really found really important was the flow of energy or abundance. So it's to really fill yourself up first and then give from your overflow. So there's a constant flow, like an infinity symbol, of receiving and giving, receiving and giving. So before, I was always giving. So I only had one part of that process. And I couldn't receive because of all these programs that I had and conditioning, etc. And I had to kind of go into the receiving part and really be able to receive again, genuinely, authentically, to receive and then to give, receive and then to give. And I was going through a real battle within because I still had the unworthiness program that I wasn't worthy enough to receive this. And I had to do a lot of work to understand that and really go to the root of that and understand why I was feeling that unworthiness and the programs from my parents, etc., and separation. So it was a really profound journey for me. And then the final stage of it was once I've realized those conditioning programs, I'm bringing the power back into myself. So I'm actually seeing the stories that my mum has around money, my father had around money, the stories I created around my brother's death around money and all this stuff. I'm seeing all of it and I'm now bringing it back into myself. I'm almost like dissolving the power I gave away and now receiving it back into myself. And so now, to be honest, money has zero meaning for me. It just doesn't mean anything to me because it's all about abundance. It is all about that frequency. It's all about attuning, radiating, broadcasting that frequency of abundance. So what you broadcast is what you attract from the quantum field, from this infinite flow of energy of abundance that's all around us. And what's interesting is every time I'm feeling the abundance, and I'm not, and then I have a thought which is, oh, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen to you. Then it collapses that original thought, the original frequency, that original energy of abundance then gets kind of collapsed, if that makes sense. So it's almost like going into abundance, allowing it to be broadcast, almost let go of the importance of that. So I give it less significance and just allow whatever comes through for the highest good of myself and the highest good of humanity. So it's kind of, it's like a real balance of understanding, first of all, my programs, my relationships, my stories, then tapping into who I truly am, this infinite flow of abundance, and then understanding that manifestation process, and being really aware when I start that inner self-talk, right? That negativity saying, no, that's not going to happen. That can't happen. What about this? What about that? All these doubts come in, right? It's just how the mind works. So it's like, really appreciating that too. And then I'm starting like now to read the Oath of Abundance. Oh, sorry, the Oath of Manifestation. So that is, that is something which really resonated with me because it's all from the quantum field. It's all from the unknown. It's all from this flow of infinite source, infinite abundance. Hi. Hello. Hi, Claudia. Do you have a question?
No, just
Okay, I'll just put you on mute. If you do, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you, Claudia. Thank you. Yeah, so it's all about this flow of abundance and tuning into it. And then kind of removing the significance. So the ego comes up and says, no, that's what happened. That's never happened to you before. All these doubts come up. And then it's like, yeah, fine, but that's the nature of the mind and the ego and significance, right? So if so with that process, I'm kind of reading this oath of manifestation. And this is really for me quite powerful because this originates for me from the quantum field. So, and what's fascinating about it, I just want to highlight a few things in it, right? I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. So this is about remembering that we are we are already in that state of abundance. We've just forgotten. We're just remembering it. And this is what's coming towards us. It's already part of us. And so that's why it's almost like when you feel it and you allow it to come in, it automatically comes and flows in within you in its own time, in its own way. And it's not to kind of demand how it's going to be done. The how it's going to be revealed at the right point in time, and you'll just know, yeah, this is the next step to take. This is the next step to take, and you just trust your intuition, direct your mind to then implement it, and then you just take those steps. And it's really about this feeling of abundance. It's so critical in terms of the feeling your broadcasting antenna of abundance. And it's all about receiving and giving. So a flow of infinite never stops. It's just the way the universe is. It's always giving, receiving, always giving and receiving. And so it's worth looking at your own process and seeing where where areas where you're not able to receive completely and areas where you're not able to give. And always remember you're giving from your overflow and you're not depleting yourself. That makes sense. So we'll end with the oath of manifestation at the end. I just want to just highlight those key points for you. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with bringing in, the frequencies of abundance into our field. Now, just inviting you to take a deep breath in, breathe through your nostrils into your lungs, and become really centered within your heart. Just feel the energy flowing from above. Just open up the energy from above. Allow that flow to come in from source, the various central suns, your own sun. Allow the energy to flow down through the top of your head, through the brain, through the spinal column, and into your heart. And now opening up your connection to Mother Earth. And just feel the energy from Mother Earth rise up now through your feet or perineum. Allow that to gently rise up now through the base of the spine and gently merging into your heart. And just feel the energy from above and below, masculine and feminine energies merging together into oneness. Now gently feel yourself now grounding deeply into Mother Earth. You may find it useful to have a cord of golden white light emanating from your root chakra, perineum, and connecting straight down through your feet, going down through all the various layers of Mother Earth, and connecting into the heart, into the core, into the womb of Mother Earth. And just feel yourself anchoring in the heart of Mother Earth. Just feel yourself being embraced, being welcomed. And offer your love and gratitude to our dearest Mother Earth, who provides for us 24/7, nourishing us continuously with her love and energy. Become aware of your personality self within your heart and say, I love you, and say your name within. I love you, and say your name within. I love you, and say your name within. And feel your personality self within your heart space. Perfectly safe, nothing to do. Now invite your soul, all aspects of your multidimensional soul, your higher self, and I am presence, and collective I am presence into your heart space. Feel all aspects of who you are. Allow that to merge within your heart space. Now, for gratitude to yourself, to your parents, to any guides you're strongly connected with, to your ancestors, and anyone else. Invite any guides who are strongly connected with abundance. Allow them into your field. So I personally allow and invite the presence, Goddess Lakshmi, to be present within my heart and to oversee this process. Now inviting you just to really focus on abundance, prosperity, success. Start feeling that within every aspect of who you are. So feel it emotionally, create visions mentally, visualize it, hear it, smell it, taste it as deep as possible. Okay, so I'm now inviting you to now feel your palms in the center of your hands. You have your main chakras. So here is one chakra, and there is the other chakra. So if you can see my palms, this is one chakra here. This is one chakra here. Now gently rub them together and just feel the center. Okay, excellent. So do you feel just have them slightly apart? And are you able to feel like there's a slight energy that's there? Just close it, hold it very close together, barely touching. And can you feel an energy flow between your center of your hands? Okay, wonderful. Now, really now feel the abundance flowing through the center of your hands. And now we're going to place it on various parts of our body. Okay. So I'm going to first start with the hands, placing it on the eyes. Center of the palms, place it onto your eyes. And just breathe and feel the energy flowing in from your palms into your eyes. Allow it to empower your visions of abundance, prosperity, success, growth, contribution. Now move the center of your hands now to your temple. See your temple here? And place your hands just on top. Now breathe in abundance, prosperity. Feel it going deeply into all aspects of your memory, of your mind, your conscious mind. Now moving the center of your hands now to your ears. So move it to your ears. So place it over your ears. That's and allow that to flow through your ears into your mouth, jaw, tongue, sinuses. Just feel that abundance permeating throughout your face. And now moving the palms now, place one on your forehead and one behind at the back here. Now really focus on your pineal gland at the center of your head. Focus there. And remember and feel the frequency of your infinite abundance. Feel that vibrating, illuminating within the center of your brain, within the pineal gland. Allow that now to grow to encompass the pituitary gland. And now allow your entire brain to be filled with the frequency of infinite abundance. And now moving on to the throat. So place one hand in the front of the throat and one at the back. The front and the back. And now feel the energy of abundance entering into your throat, into the throat chakra. Now tune the words that you speak into the frequency of abundance, of growth, expansion, contribution, empowering to speak your authentic truth, to develop your purpose, your gift. And now moving on to the heart. So place one at the center of your heart and one above that there. And we breathe in abundance into your unity heart consciousness, into your heart chakra. Feel that abundance. Feel the brain within the heart, remembering source of abundance, infinite. And activating the brain cells within the heart to empower and direct the logical mind and open your intuition for abundance and the creation of abundance to flow through. So the brain in your heart directs the brain in your head. Pure abundance, pure love. And now moving on to the solar plex. So just below the V of your chest bone, place your hands there. Just feel this power center, letting go all that fear and just being filled and being empowered. Just flow of infinite abundance, this frequency. the will to create abundance, infinite abundance. Now just moving to the sides where your liver and spleen are, just around here. Just move to the side of your stomach and just feel your liver and spleen. Allow that now. Just release anything that no longer serves, that's not in alignment with abundance. Cleaning everything out. Just now going, placing both hands on the right side, just focusing on the liver, just cleaning that out. Anything that no longer resonates, the frequency of abundance, success, growth, contribution, expansion. Allow those cells just to be released from the system, all the memories. Now moving on to the lungs, so place both hands kind of around this area here. And just breathe into your lungs, breathe abundance, breathe it in from the top of the lung, feel it expanding to the bottom of the lung and to your diaphragm below that. Breathe in abundance, breathe in success, breathe in growth, contribution. Now moving to the sacral chakra, just below the belly button. Really feel that anything that is this is your place of really strong creativity. Your magic comes from this place, but also a lot of the fear as well. So just release any fear. Now fill it with abundance, with growth, success, prosperity, expansion. Feel those new energies being created within your sacral center. Now gently place your hands on your thighs and just visualize the energy of abundance just flowing down through your thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and soles of feet. And now place it like just in front of your root chakra, releasing all feelings of fear, unworthiness, lack, scarcity. Replace it with the infinite source of who you are, unlimited abundance. Remember that. Allow that into your root chakra. And now placing your hands on your shoulders and just feel the energy going down through your shoulders. Just abundance, releasing any tension, any expectations, anything of the how. Just release it and trusting in that flow of abundance. The infinite quantum field knows exactly how to manifest in the right order. You just attune and listen. Allow the flow through your logical mind. Just allow that to flow through. Trusting your intuition. Trusting all the guidance that's going to come through. And the implementation and anyone who will help you in the process to manifest the right time, the right space, the right moment in time. And I place it kind of where the back, around this area here, which is kind of where your solar plexus, but at the back side, and just feel it going into this space here. Breathe it in. And now further back down, just into your liver, kidneys. Into the sacral again at the back. And now down to the root. Breathe it in, breathe abundance. Your entire spinal column filled with abundance. Just vibrating in that frequency. Wonderful. And just place your hands however you want, either on your heart or on your lap. So the next part is just focusing on pure abundance. The next part I'm going to do is to remove any sources of abundance which are external to you. Okay, but you just need to focus on the frequency of pure abundance. Now, gently just bring your awareness back into your body. Offer thanks to yourself, personality self, soul, higher self, I am presence, to all the guides, to Mother Earth, to Father, Son, to Source. Gratitude to our ancestors. And gratitude to everyone who is, are, and will be part of our journey. So I'll just end with this oath of manifestation. Just feel it, absorb it into all layers of who you are. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. So just feel that coming to all aspects of who you are. Feel it, visualize it, encode it, remember it. Or truly an infinite being, source of infinite abundance. You are part of the creative energies, part of co creation, all these universes that have been created. You are part of the same energy, the same substance, infinite abundance. Thank you, everyone. I'm just going to close the field down. Just bring yourself gently back into your body. Take a deep breath in, breathe in. Feel your toes, feel your fingers, feel the room and space around you. Become fully present back into your body. And now I'm just going to close down this field. So everyone now fully back, fully sovereign, fully present. Back within your physical body right now. Just going to stop this recording.